Go Embed was introduced in Go 1.16, so it's been out for a little while now. And it lets you bundle static files like text, HTML, or images directly into your binary. This means you don't need to do separate file reads at runtime, and all of the things that you need are actually inside your binary, which makes your whole application a lot more portable. So let's see why Go Embed is useful. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new file, and I'm just going to call it message.txt. Hello from. Let's just put that in it. Let's go back to main and let's write a little bit of code. Okay, perfect. Let's run this first to see if it works, and then we can talk about what it does. And look at that, it prints hello from Matt. So you'll notice here, this comment here, or we call this a directive in Go. Take the contents of message.txt and store it in my string variable here called message, and then I can simply print it out. Now, what if you want to embed multiple files? You can do this by embedding a file system instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to be messages, and I'm going to do embed.fs, and I'm going to put this as message and message1.txt. My IDE has been really helpful here in telling me that message1.txt doesn't exist. So let's duplicate this. Update the message. And go back to here. So now what we can do is we have embedded the whole file system, so we can do things like this. Let's run it and see if this works. And look at that. We can now read everything inside of this file system that we've marked as embedded, like this. Okay, so this is a useful toy example, which shows you what embedding can do. But let's look at a more useful use case. So I'm just going to paste some code that I wrote earlier. And let's create index.html. Let's run it and see if it works. We need to make a change here. And if we go to localhost 8080, you can see that my website is rendered. So as you can see, I've managed to serve an entire website from my binary. There's no external files needed after compilation. So as you can see, embedding data into your binary can be really useful, really powerful, and is one of the few features of Go that feels a little bit like magic that you might see in other ecosystems. It's actually quite rare to see in the Go ecosystem. But I hope you find this useful, and I look forward to seeing what you do with Go Embed.